A man places another bundle of cash into a glass jar, twists the lid shut, and slides it onto a shelf beside three others. The room is silent except for the faint click of the metal lid and the steady ticking of a wall clock. Morning light spills through the window, catching the neat stacks of bills inside the glass. He pauses for a second, looking at them with quiet satisfaction. Weeks pass. The jars stay exactly where they are. Outside, the seasons change. At a grocery store, he reaches for the same basket of food, but the total on the register flashes higher than he remembers. At the gas station, the numbers on the pump climb faster than the fuel inside the tank. The crisp bills in the jars haven't moved, but everything around them has. That night, he opens the cupboard, stares at the growing collection of cash, then slowly closes the door again. The clock keeps ticking. The jars remain full. So why does it suddenly feel like they're worth less than before? Every Friday evening, he sits at the kitchen table with a notebook, a calculator, and a small piggy bank beside his coffee mug. One by one, he pays the bills, moves a little more into savings, and draws a careful line beneath the week's expenses. The routine never changes. Neither does the quiet relief that comes from knowing he spent less than he earned. Months become years. At work, he arrives early, accepts extra shifts, and walks past the cafe instead of buying lunch. The balance in his savings account grows little by little, yet the apartment looks much the same. The car is older now. The goals he imagined would feel close still seem just beyond reach. He followed every rule he was told would lead to financial security, but the destination never seems to get any nearer. One evening, he locks away another month's savings and switches off the light. The room feels calm. The decision feels responsible. But what if the habit that brings the most comfort is also the one quietly holding him back? On Monday morning, the bank lobby is quiet. A digital display glows above the waiting area. Polished floors reflect the ceiling lights, and a locked safe door sits behind the counter. He smiles as the teller confirms another deposit. The number on the screen is higher than it was last month. He folds the receipt, slips it into his wallet, and walks back into the sunshine, a little lighter than when he arrived. Nothing has changed outside those glass doors, yet the larger balance feels like proof that life is moving forward. That evening, the receipt joins a stack inside a desk drawer. Beside it sits a neatly labeled emergency fund envelope, a calculator, and a small notebook filled with careful figures. The pages tell a story of consistency. Every deposit is another brick in an invisible wall that feels stronger each month. There is comfort in seeing money stay exactly where it was left. It asks for nothing. It surprises no one. Like a locked front door before bed, its greatest promise is that nothing unexpected will happen. Across town, another worker finishes the same kind of day. She opens a banking app on her phone while waiting for a train. The balance appears instantly. She smiles, closes the app, and slips the phone back into her pocket before the train arrives. Around her, commuters rush past with shopping bags, coffee cups, and briefcases. She feels no urge to keep up. Saving feels like choosing certainty over noise. In a world that changes every day, the growing number on the screen becomes something solid to hold on to. Weeks pass. The wall calendar loses another page. Dust settles softly on the locked safe at home. The stack of receipts grows thicker. The savings account keeps climbing in small, dependable steps. Everything appears exactly as it should. Yet time has been moving too, quietly and without asking permission. Unlike the money, it never pauses. Unlike the receipts, it never stays where it was placed. Sometimes the greatest feeling of security comes from seeing nothing change at all. But that is also what makes the next discovery so easy to miss. The first jar is almost full now. It sits beside the piggy bank on the kitchen shelf, exactly where it has always been. Below it, this month's grocery receipt lies next to one from 3 years earlier. The shopping lists are nearly identical: bread, eggs, milk, rice. He smooths both receipts across the table with his hand, comparing the totals. Outside the window, evening traffic rolls past. Inside, nothing appears to have changed except the numbers at the bottom of the paper. On the drive home from work, he pulls into the same gas station he has visited for years. The familiar pump clicks into place. The digital display climbs steadily while fuel flows into the tank. Across the street, workers replace price tags in a supermarket window before locking the doors for the night. No headlines announce a crisis. No one seems alarmed. Life continues exactly as it did yesterday, only everything quietly costs a little more than it used to. Later that week, another commuter boards the morning train. She earns a salary similar to his, but after building her emergency savings, she begins directing a small portion of each paycheck somewhere else. She still saves. She still budgets carefully, but not every dollar stops moving once it reaches her account. As the train disappears into the city, the same clock above the platform marks another ordinary morning. Neither of them notices how differently time is beginning to treat their money. Back at home, he unlocks the safe and places another envelope inside, beside the growing stack of deposit receipts. The metal door closes with its familiar click. Everything feels organized. Everything feels responsible. Yet the calendar on the wall has quietly lost another page, and the clock continues its steady rhythm without asking whether his money is moving with it. For the first time, the question is no longer how much he has saved, it is whether leaving money untouched has been costing him something he could never see, and that hidden cost only grows with time. Two calendars hang in two different apartments. On the same January morning, both are turned to a fresh page. In one apartment, a young man opens a savings account and deposits another month's cash before closing his laptop. In the other, a woman transfers a smaller amount into both her savings and a long-term investment account. The amounts are modest. Neither of them feels wealthy. The decisions take less than 5 minutes before they leave for work. Spring becomes summer, then autumn. The clock above the train platform keeps circling through the hours, just as it always has. The glass jar on the kitchen shelf grows heavier with folded bills, while across town, monthly statements quietly arrive in another mailbox. Neither life looks dramatically different. Both still budget carefully. Both still avoid unnecessary spending. From the outside, there is almost nothing to compare. Years begin to pass instead of seasons. The wall calendar loses page after page. The piggy bank now sits empty on a bookshelf, no longer collecting coins but reminding its owner where the journey began. The sealed jar of cash remains nearly untouched, exactly as it was meant to be. Meanwhile, the other account has changed in ways that are harder to notice. Some months it rises, other months it falls. Yet with each passing year, it continues doing something the cash never could. It keeps working even while its owner is asleep, at work, or spending time with family. One evening, the two lives briefly intersect at a neighborhood cafe. They order the same coffee, sit beneath the same warm lights, and talk about how quickly the years have passed. One points to a growing savings balance with quiet pride. The other mentions that time has become the most valuable part of every contribution. The conversation ends. They walk in opposite directions beneath the same night sky. The greatest difference between them was never income, discipline, or intelligence. It was simply what happened after each dollar was saved, and that changes the meaning of wealth itself. Morning sunlight fills a small home office. The glass jar that once dominated the desk now sits quietly on a bookshelf beside the old piggy bank. In its place are a notebook, a laptop, and a folder labeled Investments. He pours a cup of coffee, opens the laptop for a few minutes, reviews a handful of long-term accounts, then closes it again. There is no excitement, no frantic buying or selling. The rest of his day begins exactly as planned. Later that afternoon, he walks through a modest rental property with a toolbox in one hand and a set of keys in the other. Fresh paint dries on the walls. A tenant thanks him before closing the front door. As he leaves, his phone vibrates with a dividend notification from a company he partly owns through a simple investment fund. The message is brief. He glances at it, smiles faintly, and slips the phone back into his pocket without breaking his stride. That evening, he returns to the same kitchen table where stacks of deposit receipts once covered the surface. Now the notebook holds different entries. Emergency savings remain in place, but beside them are regular contributions toward investments, new skills, and long-term goals. The habit of saving never disappeared. It simply found new jobs to do. The locked safe still exists, but inside it are documents, ownership records, and plans instead of envelopes filled with idle cash. Before bed, he steps into the backyard, where a young tree sways gently in the evening breeze. Years ago, it was no taller than his knee. Now its branches cast shade across the grass. He pauses beneath it for a moment before walking back inside. Growth never arrived all at once. It came quietly, almost unnoticed, because something had finally been planted instead of merely protected. The goal was never to collect the most money. It was to build a life where money could keep creating value long after it left his hands. Early on a quiet Sunday morning, he walks through a neighborhood park, carrying nothing but a cup of coffee. Dew clings to the grass. A narrow river moves steadily beneath an old wooden bridge. The air is cool, and the only sounds are birds in the trees and water brushing against the rocks. His phone vibrates once with a portfolio notification. He glances at the screen, smiles softly, slips it back into his pocket, and keeps walking. Years ago, that notification would have held his attention. Today, the river does. When he returns home, the kitchen feels familiar. The glass jar still rests on the shelf. The piggy bank remains beside a row of old notebooks. The locked safe stands in the corner of the room. None of them have disappeared. They simply mean something different now. The jar reminds him where discipline began. The piggy bank reminds him of the first lesson he was taught. The safe still protects what matters, but inside are documents, ownership papers, and plans for the future, instead of stacks of cash waiting for time to pass. Later that afternoon, he waters the tree in his backyard. Sunlight filters through branches that were once no thicker than a pencil. Leaves sway gently above him, casting moving shadows across the ground. He sets the watering can down and rests his hand against the rough bark for a moment. The tree never rushed to become what it is. It simply kept growing, while the seasons quietly did their work. As evening settles in, the lights inside the house glow warmly through the windows. The old clock continues its steady rhythm. The river beyond the park keeps flowing somewhere in the distance. Money, he realizes, was never meant to sit perfectly still. Like water, its greatest value comes when it keeps moving with purpose. The camera lingers on the tree as the breeze stirs its branches. Somewhere beyond the garden, the river continues toward a place no one can see. The question is no longer how much money can be kept safe, but what kind of future quietly begins the moment it starts to flow.